Good morning. It's a Monday, and this is a Monday that feels I feel a little bit raw because last week and over this weekend, like, lots of big cycles have closed. Well, two basically. I took a step back from education. I'm like not continuing the pursuit of the degree. I finally made that decision. Big relief, but like very tumultuous, difficult conversations with people in my life about that. And number two is that I had my first breakup of my life. Like in January, I got into my first relationship, and then the other day I had my first breakup. So, all that to say, I feel raw, but I feel relieved, and I feel... Cosmo, please don't interrupt. I'm too sensitive right now. All that to say is that I do feel relieved on all fronts. I feel a fresh recommitment to my intuition, a renewed kind of reminder, I guess, that the people I respect most are the ones that follow their intuition. Albeit it feels like a blind experience sometimes, taking steps that feel good with a blind faith that those are the right steps. However, I really do feel that this is a season to lean even deeper into that trust. Never in my life have I ever regretted trusting my intuition, and if that is the case, why wouldn't I pour my energy into like nurturing that relationship? My intuition. I need to kind of like reset my body and my energy. So I'm just gonna kind of like get dolled up, you know, and maybe go out, but to feel as good as possible, I'll kind of like do all the things, just like in small doses. Like I'll go for a jog, I'll do some yoga, I'm about to do a tarot reading, I'll dance a little bit, take a shower. Also, not to be a total Cancer, but I have to like cut my hair a little bit. I know, but it's my first breakup, like there's no way I can't cut my hair. I'm gonna give myself like just a little bit of more of a curtain bang situation. I just want to shorten this in the front a little bit. Nothing too drastic. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna film because filming holds me so nicely accountable. And I also am entering a new chapter of accountability. It's like a very different type of accountability to have to build for yourself, you know, when you veer away from institutions. So anyway, that's my little intro. Let's get started on coming back to ourselves. Okay, so I did my journaling. I do feel better. I feel like I'm gonna be okay. I obviously will be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah. Let's see, what now? Now I should get outside. Okay, I went on my little jog and I had a breakfast sandwich. So I moved my body and I'm fed. Oh, I know, but we don't feel good. I'm so lucky to have this dog to comfort me. I need comforting. I don't know, I'm like going back and forth through all these thought loops of feeling like I'm totally okay and I'm so lucky to have had this experience, and I feel like I'm very able to let go, and then I think I let go and then I find myself caught in another train of thought that I really shouldn't be going down. Anyway, I think I just need to like realize that there might be a few more days of me looping through trains of thought I would like to not be. And that's probably totally normal and natural. So I'm just gonna try to let it happen, and I'm gonna try to be gentle with myself. Наверное, я слишком влюблен. Я снова начал слушать Земфиру. Листая твои фото в альбомах, вникая в тебя тысячи раз. Called to the devil and the devil said, hey, why you been calling this late? It's like 2 a.m. and the bars all closed at 10 in hell, it's a rule I made. Anyway, you say that you're too busy saving everybody else to save yourself, and you don't wanna know it. Well, I'm not even sure where I left this vlog off, but my Monday, I just like cried. I like cried and played guitar and watched TV and cuddled with the dogs. Tuesday morning, which was yesterday, I woke up and I was like all cried out, kind of paralyzed in the way that I was laying in bed, and I wasn't even scrolling on my phone, which is crazy. I was just like laying there looking at the ceiling. But then yesterday, thankfully, I had my first day of my herbalism apprenticeship with Reed, who is this amazing Armenian herbalist here, not far from where I live. And the apprenticeship started, and it was such a beautiful day. It was like a lot of new information, but it was such perfect timing for me to get, you know, like into somebody else's world, and also like start getting excited about learning everything. Met a few new people. Also, curiously, at Reed's shop, I had met this Ukrainian sound healing woman weeks ago. She had then called me and left a message, and I had only listened to the message yesterday morning, and then she just happened to come into the shop yesterday, so we saw each other in person again, and we were laughing at the coincidence slash non-coincidence of it, and we'll probably meet up next week to sing together. And I also just like, I take it as a sign, you know, that there are so many people out there that can immediately like notice a musical energy in you. Like, I didn't really even tell her that I you know, had interest in music, but she kind of clocked me immediately. And I just think that's really beautiful. And there were also a lot of people coming through the shop that were talking a lot about intuition and, you know, taking actions in faith, knowing that, you know, the universe will sort everything out and all that jazz. So I'm just really grateful to be at this moment exposed to people like that, because it reaffirms my recommitment to my relationship with my intuition, you know, such that I can contribute to the world in the way that I want. In other news, I'm still so like frazzled. I can't stop thinking about my ex. Obviously, it's only been a few days, but also something else that's working out in my favor is that I'm going to New York City tomorrow, which is so funny. My friend Adam from Montreal is hanging out in New York for a couple of, I don't know how long, at least a week. And he has an Airbnb, and so I'm actually going there with both dogs. I'm taking 2 dogs to New York City for 24 hours. But I think it's gonna be great, and I'm feeling like very in sync with how all of that is working out. I wasn't gonna go actually because it felt like too short of a turnaround, but then my coworker at work said that she could take my shift. She could switch shifts with me, which works in my favor, and so that was also like my sign that, you know, go to the city, like get some city energy, because I love Western Mass. I'm so grateful to be out here, but the pace of life that I'm used to when I was living in Vanadzor was more regular access to the big city. I used to go to Yerevan like at least twice a month. And yeah, and I would like to have more city energy in my life. So yeah, New York should be fun. Part of me is like, you're putting too much on your plate, you're trying to distract yourself. But then the other part of me is like, this is life's opportunity, like opening doors for me. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really lovely time, and I'm really excited to see Adam. Now, I think also on Monday, I was like, let me do everything to make myself feel good and look good, and I didn't do any of that. But now that New York City is on the schedule for tomorrow, I'm like, let me look cute for New York. So I think I'm gonna go home later and cut some sort of like long bang situation. I still feel the urge to like trim my hair at least a little bit. Hey guys, I cut my bangs. Feels nice and fresh, and the dogs and I, where's the second dog, are all packed up and good to go to New York City. We'll be there in like 4 hours. Ah! So we just stopped in New Rochelle at Costco to get gas, and I let the dogs out to pee. And now I'm an hour and 17 minutes away from Adam's place. So I'll be there at 6:30. And yeah, I've been having quite the drive, like deep in my thoughts, deep in my feelings, listening to music, listening to podcasts, and I'm happy to be getting closer to the city. Can kind of see the first hint of high-rises, but not too much yet. It's raining, which is not ideal, but I'm still so glad that I have the chance to like get a taste of city life. And I think honestly 24 hours is just about as much city energy as I can muster at this point. So yeah, my bangs have separated. I need to trim them. Okay, let's go. So I made it to New York City, and it's been so nice to me. I'm like so happy that I'm here just for 24 hours, and I've reunited with Adam, which is so nice to catch up because it's been a few years. And I'm about to go meet him at a cafe, but this morning actually I also had the chance to walk all the way to the water with the dogs, and that was so sweet. And yeah, I have like a definite breath of fresh air, but I can also feel how I'm using the excitement of the city to distract me from the emotions of the breakup. But I think it's all like a nice kind of part of the process, and I'm not going to dwell in this energy for too long. So many New York moments happening. There's like steam coming out of a grate right there. And yesterday we were out until like 2 a.m. with these Armenian friends of friends, and yeah, it was just really stellar.